Hey, this is Jeremy Reynolds in the office at Joy Junction, sitting here with Luan. Luan, how are you?
I'm fine.
Go ahead, Luan, you have to project your voice. This is like a cheap camera, So, folks, again, as we said before, and if you want to give us like a more expensive camera, call our volunteer coordinator, Jonathan Matheny, 505-463-4818. Email him anytime, day or night, at jonathan@joyjunction.org. So I have to have a little bit of fun, right, Luan?
Yes.
Luan, in 2 minutes or less, or more, what were the circumstances that brought you to Joy Junction?
I went through a severe depression and because of that lost an apartment and ended up at UNM Health under the guise of a lady met me in the park where I was sitting at midnight one night and thought that that would be a good place for me to go, that I could stay overnight there. Well, they don't take overnights anymore. And so I was there at around 3 in the morning, and they said, well, what about Joy Junction? I said, well, I've seen Dr. Reynolds on TV. I think that'll work. And that's how I ended up here.
So is this your second visit here, I believe, or first visit? Or you've never left?
I've never left, but I'm going to.
That's all right. How long have you been here, Luan?
4 years.
You know what, folks? Sometimes it takes folks a while to get back on their feet again. Tell me a typical day for you staying here, Luan, at Joy Junction.
Well,
Is there a typical day?
No, there's not really. Because every day presents new challenges and new joys and new sorrows and new lessons. Every single day is different
Yes.
for us. But I normally start with prayer in the morning, being grateful that I am someplace where I'm safe,
Yes.
where I know breakfast is going to be coming shortly,
Yes.
and where I have some place to sleep at night when
That's-
I want to lay down.
That's important, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's better than sleeping under a bridge, which I
Yes.
did do.
And that must have been pretty scary, right?
It was scary. Being out and hearing walking along the sidewalk or the sound of voices and not knowing who it was very scary.
Were you like sleeping or trying to sleep with one eye open?
Yes. Actually, I was trying to sleep with both eyes open.
Yeah,
it
really?
didn't work well.
Really?
Hmm.
So where would you have ended up possibly or potentially if Joy Junction hadn't been around?
I'm very afraid I would have hurt myself or someone else would have hurt me.
So
I'm
what can
very
you
sure of that.
right? What can you say? You know what, Luan? There are thousands of people that support Joy Junction, just a little bit here and a little bit there. What could you say to those people that make the fact of you being able to stay here a reality?
Well, I think it's wonderful. Every single person has no idea how important it is. This is one of the few where families can maintain being together and where they're welcome and everybody is taken care of, where we take care of the children, we hopefully take care of the adults' needs, and it's on an equal footing for everyone. And that works.
That's cool. So when you came, Luan, or even over the last few years, were there things you didn't like about yourself that God has shown you and you now feel better about Luan?
Well, I was probably a little too hot-tempered, and Jonathan has seen that part of me. And Jerome did too that night. Somebody had me pinned against the wall. I am no longer that hot-tempered. I let God take care of a lot of things now that I didn't before. I have a lot more faith in Him.
Your faith sounds like it's very important to you.
It is.
And how about Chaplain Gene? What can you say about him?
Chaplain Gene is wonderful. He's my chaplain, and he's been taking care of me about the whole time I've been here. He's a very good counselor, and he makes you feel, and he makes you read scripture and teaches you lessons as he's correcting the problem, and that's how you move forward. That's how you learn.
That's awesome. So, Luan, after a while, we're not hurrying you out by any means. What do you see ultimately? What do you see after Joy Junction for you?
Well, at the end of the month, I
Yes.
am moving into my own apartment.
Oh, so cool.
I'm signing a lease tomorrow. I've called gas and electric. We're working on the furniture. I've got a Dinetta TV. We're looking for a church farm and grill and a coffee maker, and that should do it for the time being. Maybe an airbed from Kmart or Walmart.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, Luan, you've done great. Thank you so much for taking a minute with us, and we just love you, and we will always be here to help you out, making sure you stay back on your feet again with God's help.
Well, we enjoy our donators, and we also love you, Dr. Reynolds.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Luan.
Uh-huh.
God bless.
Can I have a piece of candy?